Shalom. Giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great Muslim that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, this article right here, the story from this article is pretty sick, but not surprising. Given the nature of who Esau is. This is right up his alley. This is not beyond the realm of behavior of, this base man that's ruling on the planet Earth. This is one of the reasons why, they're going to have to be in subjection so that this type of behavior doesn't, go along in the earth. It's very vile. And, you see the headline. This is from the Sun. Sick acts. Woman 33 admits having sex with pet pug Charlie multiple times. And that's their pet dog. As twisted lover also faces jail over vile abuse. Like I said, this is definitely sick, but it's not surprising. This is what they do. And you have the likes of Job, who described them very well to a T. This is what he had to say about these devils. Job 30:1, it says, "But now they that are younger than I have me in derision," which the word younger in this context means to be insignificant. All right. Let me do this. It says Yawam. And then here. This is Taza Ayor. And it means little insignificant. Or young, little, insignificant. Something that's insignificant. It's pretty much, small, unimportant. But right now, these devils that at one point in time was considered insignificant, due to their base nature, due to the fact that, there was a point in time when, they lived in the caves and, they were relegated to, beast-like behavior. They had to be civilized. So in that estate, they were definitely insignificant. And this is what Job is talking about. When they was in the caves of Georgia, Russia, being cave dwellers, which is where you get the word Caucasian. All right. This is what Job is saying. It says, "Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock." You understand why. Because due to their very base, low behavior, they wouldn't, you couldn't trust them around your dogs. Okay. And it's for obvious reasons. This is, one of the latest, all right, that it had to be reported in an article showing you how vile this act truly is. And you got people to this day that indulge in this, which is very wicked. It says a woman has admitted having sex with her pet pug multiple times, as her twisted lover also faces jail over the vile abuse. Paige Rainey, 33, and Graham Marshall, 38, carried out the sick acts on dog Charlie and regularly subjected him to habitual sexual activity. And this is an image of them too. Two vile lowlifes. And if we was in, living in a righteous society, where the law, statutes, commandments was the governing standard, they wouldn't be locked up. They'd be put down. Just like, when you put a dog to sleep, when a dog is infested, or a dog, attacked and murdered someone, and then usually they'll have somebody, they'll have the vet, put the dog down, put him to sleep. Well, the dog wouldn't be the only one in this case being put down. These vile lowlifes will be put down as well. All right. As a matter of fact, let's get the law on it. That's just, very vile and low. How could you be attracted to a wild animal, a beast? You'd have to have the nature of a beast. Leviticus, was it 20? Yeah, this is Leviticus 20 and 15 and 16. I'll get it in the NLT. Leviticus 20 and 15. And it says, if a man has sex with an animal, he must be put to death, and the animal must be killed. If a woman presents herself to male animal to have intercourse with it, she and the animal must both be put down, put to sleep. You must kill both, for they are guilty of capital offense. It's very disgraceful and abominable. It's a detestable, vile act. All right. You have to be sick in the brain to be attracted to an animal, to want to violate an animal. All right. But these kind of people, they see nothing wrong with it. So this is just an article, and I'm not going to go too far into it, but you can see they fessed up to it. They pled guilty, so they were basically guilty of the offense. All right. So going back to Job, this is why he said what he said. He says, yeah, thereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. And let me jump down real quick to verse 5. It says, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys and caves of the earth and in the rocks. And that's their natural habitat, dwelling in those mountains in the clefts of the rocks. Mount Seir was their original inhabitant land, living in those holes in those mountains. And then eventually later down the line, they moved north, up into Poland and Georgia, Russia, and they lived up in the Caucasus Mountains. Right? It says, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. And this is proof, because this is this is something only a vile person would do. All right, having sexual relations with animals. All right. It's the reason why they were called the wild men. Okay, and they are wild. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me just search this up. Wild man, which you can look at the images and who you see, a hairy ass Edomites, uncivilized and unsanitized in their natural brute estate. Okay, wild men. So their nature never left. They just right now, they've been elevated because the Lord took them from their low position and put them in high position. That's why the Lord said in Daniel, the 4th chapter, that he rules in the kingdom of men and set up over it whom he will, even the bases of men. And Esau is definitely base. And also when you read, was that Psalms 12, the wicked walk on every side when the vilest man is exalted. And that's why a lot of this base debauched behavior, is normalized in the society, because he's the one who dictate, what's moral, what isn't, what's legal and what's not legal. All right. So a lot of this behavior goes down. So you see Job calls them what they are. They were children of fools, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Okay. And base means to be very low. And one of the bywords that was attached to Esau was Karen. Like if you've ever looked up Karen, it's a Burmese word, which basically means wild, dirty, low case man. So to call a Edomite a Karen, that's right on the money. So this right here, she's a Karen, and him helping to assist her in these behaviors and these activities, very low and vile, man. So that's why these nations they definitely need subjugation. They're gonna have to be put down, you know, because animal abuse, that's a real thing, and the scriptures even say that a cruel person, doesn't show mercy towards his beast. Was that Proverbs, I believe? Yeah, Proverbs 12:10. It says, "A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel." And that's that's abuse, man. So that not only that you corrupt yourself, but the animal is corrupted. And that's why, according to the judgment, the animal would have to be put down right along with the human being. Is very vile, is detestable, is unclean. But Esau gonna be what he is. All right. Ecclesiastes 3:18, and it says, "And I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that the Most High might manifest them, that they might see that they themselves are beasts." And yeah, because beasts, they don't have laws to govern themselves. They live based off of pure instinct. Or they live by their primal instinct. So, they don't have moral intelligence like man do. So when you behave in that manner, you're pretty much like a beast. Like you had that devil, Aleister Crowley, who was a Satanist. He was also a sexually debauched individual. He believed in all sexual immorality, and they referred to him as basically a beast. I think they called him what they call him. Let me see what they called him. They said he was the wickedest man in the world. Hold up. Yeah, it says here, Aleister Crowley was a British occultist, writer, and mountaineer who identified himself as the beast. All right. Hey, that's what he prided himself on, being named as the beast. Now we know that the actual beast is is Esau's power structure and system, right? Which part of his system is to keep his ideologies, and one of the ideologies is basically to live a lawless lifestyle. Sexual liberation, all these different movements that stem from that so-called revolution. LGBTQ, comes on the back of that. It fueled that ideology. Says he drew on a number of the beasts from the book of Revelation, and his mother had given him the name as a child. He also referred to him as Master Therion. Okay. What does that mean? Therion, the beast. So Esau, he is a beast. Okay. And this is the type of behavior he would definitely sign off on. If he reigned, this would be exceptional, because he was into everything. And then the powers that be, the elite, they're beasts. So you got wicked Israelites that want to save this devil, though. They want to grant him salvation. They want to include him. No, there's no way that them devils can ever get in there. Hebrews 12:16, it says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For you know that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. And it was already set up in the spirit for him to be rejected anyway. So it didn't matter how much he sobbed and wept. And ultimately, Isaac still gave his ass a blessing, but that apparently wasn't enough. So he went after, his whole existence was to fulfill his vengeful vendetta against his brother Jacob. And that's what we've been living since then. Okay. But no matter what he does, even if he tries to get rid of us or cause us to sin so he can accuse us to the Father day and night, the Lord already made that covenant. All right. He already picked and chose what the rod of his inheritance was going to be. And that was going to fall on Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Esau, you're a devil. All right. You're profane. You're an ungodly person. It says, lest there be any fornicator. So he's a fornicator. So that's why he'll do these type of heinous acts and not feel nothing about it. Okay. It's pretty sick, man. You lay down with an animal, you lay down with a dead body, a corpse, practice necromancy. It's all just sick. And you got people that are really into that stuff. Just having a regular union between yourself and a significant other of the opposite gender, that's not enough for some people. So, yeah, this place is going to get totally destroyed. But I believe this is based in the UK, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's here in Babylon, even though this type of stuff goes on here in Babylon. But these devils are the same all around the world. This is just who they are. All right. So yeah, man. This is wickedness in the world to come. None of this is gonna fly. Like it tells us in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, how this world is gonna pass away with fervent heat and great noise. And after this place gets destroyed, there's gonna be a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwells righteousness. Okay. So none of this shit would be tolerated in our world, in the kingdom of heaven. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Mawaf la adawam. All right. And with that, shalom.